Alright, so this is the prototype I have sitting here on my desk so far. There's actually another set of relays that are not hooked up right now because they don't need to be, but basically I'll just reboot the system. And it's booting up. And it just shifted into second gear. And you'll see that it's outputting relay to turn on second gear. Little green light indicates that the TCU does not have control, and that the Arduino is in fact controlling the transmission. I just have two test leads right here, so I'm going to just tap them as if we were switching gears. Third gear, fourth gear. It's hard to do with a camera in your hand. Third, second, first. And what's going to happen is if I deactivate the system, and we're obviously in first gear, and that's not a valid gear according to the transmission control, what's going to happen is you'll see that I'm going to turn the system off, and it's going to go into the gear that the transmission is requesting, which right now is second gear. I can try and switch gears. It's not going to let me because it doesn't have the control. The system is completely bypassed. So if anything goes wrong with any of this, control always goes back to the TCU. Now you see the transmission. This actually comes off the transmission. It's reading the information from the transmission, what gears, and sending it in. So if we go to enable the system, and let's say we're just like this in second gear, what's going to happen is most systems will revert to first or second gear. There is no reverting to any. There is no default gear anywhere. If I switch this and turn the system on, you'll see that even though the system is active, it's still in second gear. It didn't change anything. That we didn't do anything funky. It's not dropping into just some inordinate gear that it's going to throw us off, and we go back to having control. If we're in fourth gear, let's say, and we deactivate the system, but the transmission says that's not where it's supposed to be, it's going to default back to what the transmission wants. And once again, if I re-enable the system, you can see it's re-enabled there, it's still going to read that the transmission wants that second gear. So we don't have to worry about, turning the system on and off, let's say while in second or third or fourth gear, and having it jump around or anything like that. I don't know. So that's all I can basically show you on the hardware side for now. Software-wise, there's quite a bit more to it, but it's getting there.